This past weekend, of course, with all the events that took place with WWE, there was some sad news. We lost Bushwhacker Butch this past weekend, and really sad because I saw him on Thursday night. Actually, I was with him all the way up until the time we all went up to bed to go to sleep because we had to get up the next day. And he was having a great time. He was in the best spirits I've ever seen him. And then the next day, I go to the table at WrestleMania or WrestleCon, and nobody showed up at the table. And I couldn't figure out what in the world was going on. And a fan came over and asked me if I had heard any news yet about Butch. And I was like, no, I haven't heard anything. He said, well, he went to the hospital. The ambulance picked him up here at the hotel a while ago. So I got on the phone, found out what had happened. He entered into the hospital. There's a lot of details you can actually pull up off of my website or anything else. We talked about it in depth with Scott Wilder, the promoter. And it's really just a sad, sad weekend.
Bill, he was a great guy. He was an absolute super guy. He was always upbeat. He was always doing his sheep herder, bushwhacker shtick. And what an incredible loss. And I know Luke Williams was his best friend. Actually, they were not blood brothers, but they were as close as you can be without being blood. And he's absolutely devastated over this.
He is. Yeah, I knew both of them too, and I had a chance to work with them back in the NWA days, WCW, back when Jack Victory was their manager when they were the original sheep herders. So I've known those two guys a long time, and just to lose Butch, that's really, really sad, man. Because like Bill was saying, and you too, Matt, what a nice guy, and to be with him 1 minute and then next thing you know he's gone, that's just devastating.
Teddy, you remember their bloody battles against Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers, the Fantastics?
Oh yeah.
I photographed some of those matches and just bloodbaths.
yeah. I was back there with them, man. With back in the day, man, it was a lot of fun with them two too, because they always kept you laughing and stuff, man.
Yeah, it's a shame we lost the true legend and one half of a team that everybody knew, whether they were the sheep herders or, of course, the Bushwhackers. Everybody knew who those guys were. And to be able to see them together again, and I'm not kidding, guys, when I say this, they were so happy together. It was almost the guy that I was interviewing even said it was kind of giddy because they looked like two people who just couldn't wait to see each other, and they were just having a blast. And so it was. I know Luke was shocked the next morning then for a lot of reasons, and it was really a hard weekend for everybody involved.
Did they do their old lick their faces?
I actually looked across the table at Luke and at Butch, and I said, Butch, now look here. There's no licking heads here this weekend, all right? You can't lick a head. So he was just busting out laughing.
Great, man.